the talking points are up here if you need a copy. Thank y'all all so much.
Okay. Are you ready?
You good to go?
Yeah. 5.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you all for being here as we kick off spring festival season in Austin. I'm Leslie Poole, and I'm the Mayor Pro Tem on the Austin City Council, pinch hitting for the mayor who was unable to be with us here today. I don't know about you, but I am so grateful to live in a vibrant city that is home to so many exciting and dynamic events. South by Southwest, the festival that made Austin famous across the globe, is right around the corner and will again draw thousands to our city from the fields of education, technology, film, television, and of course, music. And thousands more who just want to be part of the one-of-a-kind experience here in River City. Beyond South by Southwest, which starts in just a few days, we have several other spring festivals and major events throughout this spring festival season, including Rodeo Austin, ABC Kite Festival at Zilker Park, and the Austin Reggae Festival right over here at Auditorium Shores, to mention just a few. As we welcome visitors and plan for these events that are cornerstones to both our culture and economy, we recognize the added strain on city resources, traffic congestion, and potential travel delays that large-scale events can create, and the need for heightened vigilance when it comes to safety and security. I want you to know that Austin is prepared, and we ask for the patience and partnership of our residents as we navigate the byproducts festivals and events bring with them. Today you will also hear from the Austin Center for Events, the Austin Police Department, Austin Homeland Security and Emergency Management, Transportation and Public Works, and Cat Metro as they share more details of our planning and preparation for this spring festival season. We also have representatives from several other departments available to answer questions as well. So now I will turn this over to Bill Mano with Austin Center for Events. Mr. Mano, you're up.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Again, Bill Mano, Corporate Special Events Program Manager for Austin Center for Events. Thank you all for being here. What the Austin Center for Events does is we focus on accepting the applications and reviewing them and make sure that they are held safely and they're appropriate. This year we've accepted about 130, or we received 130 applications for this spring festival season. That's a little bit down from last year. We had around 140 last year. When we accept the applications, we want to make sure that it's appropriate for the proposed location, that it's the correct application. We get a lot of applications submitted that aren't special events, and that each event can be held safely. To accomplish this, we've worked with the event organizers for the past several months. South by representatives, we've had meetings with them for many months. And this coordination takes a lot of cooperation with many different city departments that make up the Austin Center for Events. That includes the Austin Police Department, Transportation Public Works, Austin Resource Recovery, Austin Police Department, Austin Travis County EMS, Austin Public Health, Parks and Rec, Austin Fire Department, Homeland Security and Emergency Management. Hopefully I didn't miss any, and there's probably not too many other city departments that are out there that I didn't mention. Additionally, with these large-scale events like South by Southwest, we also work with Capital Metro, Texas Alcoholic Beverage Commission, Austin Bergstrom International Airport, and Visit Austin. We encourage all visitors and Austinites to follow the hashtag SpringFestATX, and that'll give you updates on everything going on with the festival throughout this Spring Festival season. And during the Spring Festival season, we will once again activate our Public Assembly Code Enforcement, or PACE team. That's made up of multiple city departments or staff from multiple city departments to ensure that the unpermitted events are not occurring and that the events that are occurring are safe. And to describe more of that effort, I'd like to now turn it over to Assistant or Division Manager Robert Alvarado with Austin Code Compliance.
Good afternoon. My name is Robert Alvarado, the Development Services Department, Code Compliance. Good afternoon. What we'd like to do is make sure everyone who comes to the Spring Festival will have a fun time. We also want to be mindful and respectful of the neighbors. We understand parking is going to be a premium near event sites, but please abide by all posted regulations in and around the neighborhoods. These are the affected areas. We want to make sure it's for safety purposes. So if there's any emergency response vehicles, they can maneuver in and out quickly. We also ask that you stay aware of the impact and noise level that your event or gathering has on those around you. If anyone has concerns about potential noise violations or unpermitted events, please call Austin 311 to report it. I'll now turn it over to Assistant Chief Gisette Gazelle with the Austin Police Department.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Gisette Gaslin. I'm an Assistant Chief in the Austin Police Department. APD is excited to welcome Spring Festival 2024 here in Austin. We encourage everyone to join the festivities in a way that you feel comfortable, safe, and responsible manner. With that, I'd like to go over some safety tips that will keep you, our officers, and our community safe. Please comply with all street closures, which you will know because of the orange and white barricades on the streets. Do not ignore these barricades. In some cases, you might see a parked patrol unit blocking a road. Again, do not ignore the units. The majority of the street closure will start at noon and run daily into the early morning hours. Numerous road closures will impact the traffic flow in and around the downtown area. Plan accordingly to allow yourself enough travel time. We ask that you please be patient and drive with caution. It is also important to note a large number of pedestrians will be traveling by foot. Those on foot must follow the direction of pedestrian control devices, signals, use proper crosswalk intersections, and follow officers' directions. Drivers, do not enter blocked intersections and add to the traffic congestion. We encourage our community and visitors to utilize public transportation or an alternative mode of transportation. Know where ride-shares, pickup, and drop-off points are. In regards to parking, there's going to be limited parking downtown. There will be a lot of enforced no parking and tow-away zones, so please be mindful of that where you park. Many residential areas around downtown require permits. Do not park in a tow-away zone. Alcohol consumption. If you plan to drink, do so responsibly and have a plan to get home safely. No refusal initiatives begin March 7th and will run for the duration of the festival. Our goal is for everyone to have a safe and enjoyable time during Spring Festival. Always know your entry and exit points. If you get separated from your group, plan a meeting location to reunite with them. Always be aware of your surroundings and your personal items. APD will be visible downtown, in the downtown area, to assist with everyone's safety. We ask that if you see something or someone acting in a suspicious manner, say something immediately and call 911. Our number one priority is to ensure everyone is having a great time and enjoying the vibrant festivities of our city welcomes every year. Now I'll turn over to Ken Snipes.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ken Snipes, and I am the Director of Austin's Homeland Security and Emergency Management Department. Homeland Security and Emergency Management is again excited to welcome visitors to South by Southwest and all of the events happening during Spring Festival. South by Southwest is a chance to highlight Austin in an innovative tech, film, and television and music in those industries, and also it is our aim to make sure that everyone attending the festival can be confident in their safety. Our office leads the efforts in standing up the Event Operations Center, also known as the EVOC. This is a dedicated emergency operations center for South by Southwest, designed to support public safety for this event. Homeland Security and Emergency Management staff serve within the EVOC alongside all the rest of our emergency safety partners. Additionally, Homeland Security and Emergency Management manages the regional radio system for special events. We established a network of radio channels for emergency personnel, public safety, and event staff to communicate seamlessly during the Spring Festival. Each year, Homeland Security coordinates this radio network for more than 280 special events, totaling more than 550 days of special event radio operations. To prepare for South by Southwest, Homeland Security co-hosts a tabletop training exercise to ensure city and partner organizations, along with festival staff, are trained for how to respond during an emergency. The safety of the public and the attendees at South by Southwest is our top priority. Austin Homeland Security and Emergency Management makes sure our staff is prepared and available to manage anything that may come up during the festival. I want to reinforce the message from Chief Gaslin. If you see something, say something. We hope everyone has a safe festival and enjoys all of the great things that Austin has to offer. And next, I will bring up Mr. Leff from Austin Transportation and Public Works.
Hello, I'm Louis Leff. I'm an acting assistant director at Transportation and Public Works Department. We're excited to have Spring Festival season here upon us, and our staff's been working hard to ensure everybody gets to enjoy these festivals safely. It's going to be a great 10 days in downtown Austin over South by Southwest. We're excited for people from all over the world coming and enjoying the activities and visiting many of our local businesses. If you're not attending the festival, please be aware the next few weeks will be a busy time in and around downtown. There will be road closures and detours in place, and that could cause delays if you choose to drive. If you're able to walk, bike, or take transit during this time, we strongly encourage you to do so. For those who can telework, this is a great time to take advantage of that option. If you are attending the festival, whether you're visiting from somewhere else or an Austin resident, we encourage you to take advantage of all the options that we have for mobility services. Biking with your own bike or using Cap Metro's Metro bike share system, walking, public transit, shared mobility options are all great ways to get into and around downtown. I encourage everyone to visit austintexas.gov/springfestivalatx, all one word, for a comprehensive guide to transportation resources, including the Spring Festival Season Mobility Guide. There's an interactive map that shows the street closures, the rideshare staging areas and loading zones, public transit stations and routes, bicycle routes, and more. Finally, if you're going to be drinking, please make a plan in advance to get home safely. There are many options now, including public transit and ride shares. Getting behind the wheel of a car after drinking alcohol or using drugs is never a good choice, and we have seen that it has lifelong consequences. If you do drive, we want you to know about the city's parking ticket waiver program. If you make the responsible choice to leave your car overnight in a city parking space and get a safe ride home after you've been drinking, you may be eligible to have a parking ticket waived. Just save that receipt for a safe ride home and fill out a waiver form at austintexas.gov/gethomesafe. That website has a full list of the many ways to get home safely. Austin Transportation Public Works also provides funding for the No Refusal program, as previously mentioned. It's a partnership with APD that ensures blood draws can happen when needed to determine whether someone's been driving under the influence. That will be in place during both weekends of the festival, along with the full week. Our staff will be monitoring conditions throughout the season to activate closures as necessary and adjust signal timing as well. We look forward to everyone having a great time here during the Spring Festival season, and we're reminding everyone to look around for people walking and biking during the festival season and year-round as well. Thank you very much, and with that I'm going to turn it over to Samantha Baez from Cap Metro.
Good afternoon, I'm Samantha Baez, EVP of Experience and Engagement at Cap Metro. Cap Metro is fully prepared to help move people through South by Southwest, spring break, and the other exciting events that are happening in our region, including the Austin FC matches. We are encouraging both visitors and our community alike to check out all of our services, including bus, rail, and bike share. Cap Metro Rail will run extended service for South by Southwest. On Friday and Saturdays, it will run until 2:30 a.m. During the week, it will run until 12:30 a.m. and rail will also run on Sunday, March 10th until 12:30 a.m. For those coming to and from the airport, we really encourage you to look at bus route 20 from the airport to downtown. It runs every 15 minutes and it's a smooth ride. All this information is available on our website as well. Excuse me. With South by Southwest and the Austin FC matches overlapping on 2 of those Saturdays, we do expect crowds that are larger than normal. Our rapid routes also serve Q2 Stadium, and we want to encourage y'all to take a look at those routes as well. If you can, please be patient and kind to your fellow passengers. We're going to squeeze the most out of our resources. You might feel that squeeze a little bit on our rail line in particular, so please move in and make room for your neighbors. Cap Metro Bike, our bike share, will also have 75 stations around downtown to get in and between South by and the surrounding events. There will be a bike valet at 4th and Trinity Streets. If there's any questions about it, our website has all the full details. I believe I'm the last person.
All right. Thanks, Sam. All right. I think we have heard all of why don't you guys come a little bit closer and I'll open it up. We've heard from all of the reps, and so I'll open it up to any of the members of the press who have any questions.
So obviously SpringFest already a big season. This year it's also compounded with the eclipse. Can maybe one or two of you talk about what it's been like having to think ahead to that as well while focusing on all the SpringFest?
Sure. Yeah, Ken Snipes, Homeland Security. With respect to the eclipse, we're planning just as we would for the South by Southwest event. A lot of the same players and the same tactics that we would use for this event would also be employed for the eclipse. So some of the main differences that we're looking at is just the sheer volume of people driving to and through Austin. So we're looking at traffic. We're also looking at just the general congestion and how that may impact our first responders as they try to move about the city to render aid or whatever assistance may be needed.
Does everyone feel like they're staffed up for SpringFest plus the eclipse?
I believe so. Most of our partners have said that they'll be fully staffed up for the eclipse as well as for South by Southwest.
Okay, some other questions? Yes.
We hear it, you know, all the time about if you see something, say something. I'm wondering if someone could talk on just maybe specifically when you're out and about and there are a lot of people, what this means and what this could look like, and when, you know, maybe it's about trusting the gut, but I mean.
And that's what it really is trusting your gut. If you see something suspicious, you see somebody walking around looking suspicious, you don't want to profile somebody, but in your gut instinct will tell you, hey, that doesn't look right, or the situation seems unusual. You can always call us. That's our job as public safety officers. We come out, we check out the situation. If it's fine, then it's fine. But yeah, see something, say something. It's very important.
And while you're up on the note of staffing, I know APD's been dealing with some staffing challenges. How will that tie into this event?
We will have enough officers out on the street. We will still respond to calls. Public safety is our number one priority, so we will definitely have officers out there.
What are some of the most common calls?
And I just want to emphasize that public safety is a primary concern of the city and top line focus. Somebody who hasn't yet asked a question, and then I'll come back to you. Anybody else? Yes.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about the training? You talked about having preparedness ahead of it, and I think Mr. Snipes talked about training. Can you tell us a little bit more about what that training is and what we're prepared for in terms of festival season?
Sure. So the question is about training and preparation for the South by Southwest event. From a emergency preparedness perspective, what we did is about 3 weeks ago, we went through an exercise with a team of folks from across the region, including the South by Southwest staff, and we looked at a scenario by which we would respond to an event or an emergency. And so it's a typical tabletop exercise where we have a set of injects that we respond to. Basically, there are scenarios that we respond to, and we coordinate whatever resources would be needed to mitigate those circumstances.
All right, let's take the last question. Anybody else?
I want to talk again.
You sure can.
Okay.
Want to give others a chance first, but it looks like nobody else wants to take that spot. So
Perfect.
You get to close.
Chief Gaslin, just wanted to ask about some of the common calls that you does get during South by Southwest.
Yeah, because it changes, day to day. I can't specifically speak on just certain calls that we get. We may get noise calls, we may get pedestrian roadway calls. It just varies. Calls vary, day to day, month to month, so it just varies.
Will there be checkpoints in that kind of thing when it comes to drunk driving? And
We have the initiative that starts March the 7th, so there's no checkpoints, but that's our initiative. Just to drunk driving.
All right. Thank you all for being here today. Are you guys going to be around in case there's some here? Okay. So you can do some one-on-ones if you like. Thank you all.
Thank you.
And I think that's it for us today.
It is. We will have a press release going out later today with all this information as well.
Thanks, everybody.
Eric.
Good. Guys, where are you guys?
Jump into the next one. Good to meet you. Oh, good to see you. Thanks, man. I'll get a phone call. Thank you for coming here. I'm Brad Saw, your giant road basket. And your top golf cart. Good one.
Hi, Eric. I'm Liz.
Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. All right.
Yeah.
17 more days. I'm just paying back
We're going to be on it now.
between the task force and yeah. Oh yeah. I get all the updates. Yeah. I totally understand.
Okay.